15 degrees. It feels like outside.
Speaking of it being too hot, how you rank I'm gonna just say it. Like, what's that movie again? Coming to America. It's the greatest movie of all time. Seeing your shirt.
I go with
Harlem Nights.
I go Harlem Nights. I love Coming to America. I just really, really, really love Harlem Nights.
I feel you.
That's my movie.
I can understand. I mean, they're both pretty good, but I mean, just Coming to America just edges it out. Like, how you feel about Eddie Murphy coming back?
I'm gonna watch it. I'm absolutely gonna watch it. Like, it just,
It's what he
all
does.
of them. Rick Ross. I don't know what Rick Ross is gonna do in the movie though.
No, I thought he was gonna be the dude who sings "She's Your Queen to Be" and all that. He's gonna be that guy. Yeah,
He is not.
yeah, that's it.
Dog, he is not going.
You gotta get closer to the microphone. We're doing a podcast
No,
here.
because I was laughing. I got to back off. And people have complained about that, like, yo, you laugh really hard into the mic.
You do laugh hard.
Yeah, so I was
you
like,
do
I gotta
laugh
back
hard.
off when it's time to laugh.
It's one could say that it's black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Houston down to my socks. Once again, we're in my humble opinion podcast. I'm your host, one of your co-hosts, Carlton Banks. Carlton with a KBAN triple X. Carlton with a KBAN triple X. Also with our other co-host, Jess Devon, writes for the Houston Press, does everything. He does like so many things.
That's it. All I do is write for the Houston Press.
No, that's not all he does. We'll talk more
So-
about that. We have a special guest. Every guest is special.
Every guest is special.
Yeah. I mean, we got Big Bad Kab with us. All he knows is dope. That's what he told me. Like Capital One, what's in your wallet? He got some bars. Freestyle extraordinaire.
We wanted Cab on since
the beginning.
Yes.
We wanted him to be the first guest.
And then after K-Dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Then I was like, yeah, we got to get him on here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw him at the Cypher. I saw him at the Cypher,
Yeah.
and he was like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Come through.
100.
So I was like, yeah, straight. So, yeah, we are definitely going to go through the whole history of Cab and everything Cab. But first, especially because we're trying to showcase a lot of the artistry. We got an Instagram from Context. It's got a freestyle just so people can see what Cab does. So we're just gonna play that. And we go from there.
H-Town niggas got bars, bro.
It's the biggest. Careful where I'm from, bro. Bitch, Northside. Shit. Look, green light, I'm on go mode. Big heat, fucking streets been so cold, no sleep. A whip of green like some no-dos. My nigga made 100 first and called me a slowpoke. Oh no, I'm in the bank bringing boatloads and they hate to see me in line. Like old folks, sometimes you gotta take you some time. You gotta go slow, sometimes you gotta go before your time. Like Romo, damn, you see the irony of that? Niggas lying in they rhymes, that's the irony of rap, shit whack. Niggas ain't even worried about the facts. In the era of no cap, it's all cap. Niggas be gangster and all that and still rap. What the fuck is you thinking? You come home, you still wax. My little niggas been praying on big licks to feel racks. When that nigga get spanked, the whole hood gon' feel that. This shit crazy. Damn, the game sacred, what the fuck you on? You ain't making, who raised you? They told you something wrong. I been getting whopped. You'll never tell what my money on. Y'all niggas been dying for a peek with the money phone. Damn, how you flexing? You ain't got nothing on. My nigga raised his life for his life. Now he ain't coming home. I been earning stripes in the night. You better run along, bringing pressure. I don't know the name, but it's something strong. Yeah, fuck how y'all coming, boy. We come with arms. You ain't stepping this direction, boy. We coming towards. Y'all ain't supposed to be.
All right, that's more than we usually play.
That's
because I didn't want to cut off the verse. But if y'all want to see more, y'all got to see what Corey Terry in Context. That's how it's pronounced. It's KHNTXT. Context. Go see what they're doing. He's going around and he's just recording like all the lyricists in Houston. How'd you connect with Corey?
Man, basically, he liked what I do. He sought me out at one of my shows, and I'm always working. So I said, he showed me a couple of ones he done before with Fats and Dante Higgins, I think, somebody else, and I'm like, man, let's do it, because that's what people want to see is visuals. So anytime somebody want to give you a free visual that's look good too, so you might as well do that.
Makes sense.
And that's crazy because he's doing a lot with like he's filming that with like the iPhone and like other stuff.
Right,
So,
right.
I
My
mean,
iPhone got a red. It's like a red camera.
Yeah.
They shoot a movie on it.
He at that they look incredible. The verses are incredible. Everything is great.
That was shot with an iPhone. That's really good.
Yeah,
Didn't even know.
yeah,
All right. You can shoot a movie
Yeah.
with an iPhone, man. It's crazy.
yeah. So let's just go back. We're gonna start from the beginning. Just talking about you as an artist out here in Houston. You go by the name Big Bad Kab. I mean, first off, where does that name
Where
come
is
from?
that? Yeah.
The name Big Bad Kab come from, I used to go by Cab the Dunn. You know, me and Dope Easy had did a freestyle along with K-Dog to the Still Tipping. And I came out on the freestyle, Big Bad Kab, I need all mine. So, I mean, the freestyle went crazy. We dropped it in every time I went somewhere, everybody was Big Bad Kab, I need all mine. So I'm like, man,
You just went ahead and just change the name.
Smart man, brand recognition.
Right.
That's what it is. Some
Yeah.
people change their name because of stuff like that. Who was that? Fabulous.
Yeah.
They said that wasn't his name. What was his name?
Fabulous sport.
Yeah, he was Fabulous Sport, but then he spelled his name on a freestyle, and they was like, "That's your name now."
Yeah.
Like FABOLOUS. Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like it just stuck.
Gotta go with the people that know you
gotta
for
go.
and want to recognize
Yeah.
you by. And it's a lot of the duns, in the city. So I feel like Big Bad Kab would just put me apart from all that too.
It really did split you apart from that. I mean, it was good to leave the name, the Don. Coming back from that, like that's where you get your name from. What side of Houston are you from? Actually, where are you from?
I'm from Houston. I'm from the Northside, Greenspoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what high school you went to?
I went to Ike, Big Ike, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And what got you from that point? Like, what got you? When did you first start writing raps? To be honest,
Man, we from Houston, like
freestyling
everybody-
rather,
Yeah,
my
we
bad.
freestyle from little kids on the bus, just going to school every day. I've been doing that freestyling. I ain't take rap seriously until people was like, "Man, you gotta drop a tape. You gotta drop a tape." Because anybody freestyle, I feel like that's what we do in Houston. But putting music together and putting actual records together is different. So I feel like when I started doing Kickback Sundays, people was requesting like, man, you got to put out a tape. We got to put out a tape. Me and my partners.
where was Kickback Sundays for the listeners? Let them know.
Kickback Sundays was on the North in a store called SF2.
SF2.
Yeah, man. They started a Sunday, like Sunday ciphers. Every Sunday, they'll let up and coming artists come to the store and showcase their skills, and that got me a lot of recognition in Houston. Just freestyling every Sunday.
So you went from freestyling on the bus to freestyling at SF2.
Right.
That's pretty. That's pretty good. So you had to stay consistent.
So, Houston got everybody. It's a new rapper every day. So, if you ain't rapping every day in every place, your face shown, people gonna forget about you. So I feel like you just gotta be everywhere. Got to keep doing everything. And that's the only way people gonna recognize you.
That makes sense. I mean, you do got a great work ethic. You have a extremely hard work ethic.
You think that's why I guess what you're saying too is everybody raps in Houston. I think Houston never really gets, I hope it's changing, but that lyricism tag. But it's also one of those things where it's like everybody raps. Like you like, oh, I started writing my raps, but everybody was freestyling. That's you coming up in Houston, it's like everybody freestyles.
Right.
They call on the radio freestyle.
That's
people
true.
freestyle on the bus. People freestyle at school. People just freestyle regular. You'll see a doctor, a lawyer,
Right,
a
it's
garbage
a way
man,
of
a
life,
teacher.
yeah.
They just freestyle when the beat come on.
I sell cars, and we constantly freestyle.
Right.
Constantly. It's a big part of the day.
I know it, man. It's a way of life in Houston. For
Yeah,
real.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So at what point, I mean, before SF2, what gets you up at SF2 where you're like, okay, I can start battling people?
I like I said, I freestyle. I'm like aggressive with my raps, and then I really can. I got a lot of vocabulary, so when I freestyle and rap, it's different from people. So every time I freestyle, my partners will get more live or get hype to know, like make me know, like damn, I might got something with this. So when my friend worked at the store, he the one who told me that they was gonna have it. He was like, man, you should come up here. They gonna let people freestyle. Just go on freestyle one time. So they had a lot of people freestyling that night. It was like me and another dude that got like the biggest response of the night.
Okay.
So like shit, that got to mean something again. So they like come back. As soon as I came back the next week, people was already asking me, "You gonna rap? You gotta rap this time." Like they was already asking me. I'm like, man, this might be something. So I just kept on going back, and then the people asking they start begging me for the tape. So that's when Mr. Rogers. He was like one of the.
So yeah. How do you connect with Mr. Rogers?
He ended up being like one of the guest DJs that come on Kickback Sundays, and he had did like a cipher for a beat, and we rapped for the beat, and him and Les picked me for the beat, which I did a song to it called Good Music. I gave it to him. He was like, "You want me to host your tape?" I'm like, "Yeah, my first tape."
So on your first tape, you got Mr. Rogers.
Right, to host it out the just freestyling at Kickback Sundays. Yeah.
That's good, man.
Absolutely.
How did you feel after that? Like all this hard work that you put in from like you weren't even taking serious at this point, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't. It was just like that's what we supposed to do. I didn't never think I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm from Houston, so I freestyle, but I never was like this is what I want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I mean, you did stand out. You would openly admit one thing I noticed and that you pointed out is you have an extensive vocabulary, so it kind of makes your raps a lot more different than a lot of people because you never know where you're going to go, and when you hit on something, the direction that you go in is like, I don't know, you make it seem effortless. That's the thing. Like, you're not even trying.
I appreciate that. I mean,
So you must have read a lot, I assume.
I definitely read a lot for sure because I've been locked up and all type of shit. So I definitely read a lot, but I feel like words is like everywhere. Like it's like a game type shit. Like so many words mean the same thing and different things. So your words should never be the same. There's so much different shit you can say. I feel like it's easy. Then when I listen to a beat, it's damn near like it write itself, or I can hear the words on it.
I get that.
Now, do you have what do you prefer? Do you prefer like just straight freestyling and creating raps, or actually structuring out a song?
I mean, to me they both. It's both part of music. Like I think artists should be able to rap on the spot, and he should be able to create a song that should be able to last forever. Like, cause it's two different fields in music. Like it's a field that somebody can just go off the top and ride the beat. And then it's something that you want to listen to forever. Like, they'll never get old. I think you got to write that type shit.
Absolutely.
Right. I feel like you might can hit with freestyles like that, like the Meek Mill. I think maybe he might have freestyled that if he didn't. But that's like a song that just go all the way through.
Yeah.
That they going to play in the club forever.
Yeah,
but
true.
It's not too many of them like that. You got to put records together for them, like have a song that they going to play forever.
I mean, even after you had the tape with Mr. Rogers, like at what point are you realizing like, one, I can support myself in rap, like I can really take this seriously? Like at what point are you like, all right, this is about to be my career?
I feel like that with the whole SF2 shit, like when I started rapping in front of crowds and people was like, man, you got to come back and rap. People was actually just coming up to SF2 for me to rap, or people was calling their partners like, man, you got to come see this nigga rap. I feel like, man, I might got something special. So on the Rogers shit, like he asked me to do the tape, and he's like the hottest DJ in the city, in the state of Texas. I'm like, damn, I ain't got no tape, no mixtape, nothing out. He want to host my tape. I might got something. I think I could make a living out this shit. So I'm gonna see where it go.
Had you written a song before then?
Man, I think I might have written a couple songs, but I never recorded them. I always freestyle my songs, like the tracks I was doing in high school. Like when I first got out and it was all freestyles, I never put in like Mr. Rogers' track, that Good Music was like the first track I sit and wrote 3 verses to and put them together.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being the first song that you really wrote to and getting this cosign from Mr. Rogers, were you not nervous to be able to make a tape? Like, this is not, I mean, you can freestyle, but writing songs, we've openly talked about how it's kind of a different beast.
Right, but I think this shit is easier when you write because it's like no time limit. Like when you freestyling, it's off the spot. You whatever your head, whatever you can make rhyme like a story when you're going, just to keep it going. Like when you write, you can sit down and think about anything for amount of time so you can make it perfect. It's like I think writing is way easier to me than freestyling because it's no time. I don't go in the studio and say I got 3 hours to write. I go in the studio with my shit already written and then go in and do my shit and lay that shit down where I don't have no time. Like I ain't racing against no clock. My mind not thinking about no time limit or nothing. So that I can make the best. I'll have my mind focus on the best music instead of anything else.
That makes sense.
No,
So, like, even with that, when you have songs that you've been releasing, I guess, well, actually, we're at the point where you start to release this tape with Mr. Rogers. Where do you go from there?
When I released the tape with Mr. Rogers, I really didn't know what to do. Like, it was my first time coming out. So I put it out with the best of my ability through the people that I had around me. And, we just pushed it. It's called Bully on the Beat. And, I think I shot a video to it, to one of the songs with BLB. BLB had, like, first started shooting videos. I think he do all Young Thug videos now. He started with Killer and Dope Easy. Like we just pushed it. I pushed it. I think Rogers, he was pushing less at the time for sure, so he didn't do too much behind it, but put his name on it.
Yeah,
so,
So what was some of the, I guess, your initial response when that tape came out? How did you feel as the tape came out? The people's response to it. Did you want more from it? You're like, oh, okay, this is solid. I'm ready to start releasing more. What were your feelings at the time?
Man, I was excited when I dropped the tape because I got a lot of good response because it was different than what people was expecting.
Yeah.
It's called Bully on the Beat, but if you listen to it, it's like a lot of mellow tracks on there where I'm rapping on there. So it's different what people expected, but now to this day, people are like, man, I like that shit better than what the new times is asking for.
Bully on the Beat was hard, but where can you find that at right now?
You can find it it's on the internet. It's on SoundCloud.
It's on
You gotta get on
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
It was a cheap way for you to plug your shit.
Yeah,
that was I was trying.
that's what was out then when that came
Yeah.
out. I wasn't no Spotify's and
I
shit.
feel
Like,
that.
I probably can upload that shit now.
Yeah,
You
man,
definitely
you
should
should.
upload it. Definitely should upload it. Now you're saying like it's different than what the like. What do you feel your fan base is asking for now? Because you said you said I talk to fans that like that old stuff, but so what do you feel like the fans want from you?
I mean, like now I feel like everything is about a vibe. Like people hardly care say what you saying nowadays. Like they just want to feel the music and like the tempo or the cadence of a song. Like that's how I feel like. Right now, I'm trying to push for one of those songs to hit up, and then they gonna understand that I really rap. Like that's gonna come for sure. But right now, I feel like people don't care about bars or none of that shit. They just want to feel good and when they listen to music, they can bob their head to.
I get you.
Yeah.
Let's play. What song you want to go?
No
with?
Love, man.
Let's go with No Love.
No
Let's see
Love
what-
with friend of the show, man.
K-Dog.
Yep. K-Dog on the hood.
I'm like I put a one, bitch, what's in your wallet? Yeah, I don't feel how she feel. I'm just trying to fuck. The bitch full of them pills. She trying to get done. Bitch working, trying to get stuff, but I'm the wrong person. You won't get much. I ain't trying to say the whole lot. Full of that dough, and I just bought a four. I'm trying to stay up. Just like we don't get it mixed up. Pass her around, let it circulate. With me, the bitch feel a certain way. Cause the pressure make her feel it in the vertebrae. No chill, I'm in and out like a burger place. She don't at the door when I heard her say, you not up, man, Cab, you the man. Hey, man, little bitch went to church today. I got new ice, no shirt today. Person got me stuck with the purple face. She full of them drugs, she gon' percolate. Cut the bitch off, nah, nigga in the first place. What, motherfucker?
That's nice, man.
Now I think because we interviewed Cab like this was a while ago, but I did say what we pointed out with him was
No, K Dog. Yeah.
K Dog. I'm sorry, K Dog. We interviewed him a while ago. It was when it's song time. He's really structured on some surprising songs like LL Cool K, and then through him we kept seeing more you too. And it's like when it's song time, y'all really structure out a song, and y'all don't overload the beat with just straight bars. Like you're like, okay, I'll make this song structure. 'Cause I was like, y'all make some songs that are like radio really friendly songs.
Right.
And then when it's lyricism time, like especially with Corey, what he does in the context, it's just a completely different skill set.
Yeah.
Like, and so we were always just impressed with that. How'd you link up with K Dog? Because I see y'all do a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, man, K-Dog, my brother, man. I know him since high school, actually. I'm a couple years older than him. He was introduced to me by a mutual friend one day, and like he do music, and I don't really. There's a lot of people that do music, but like I don't link in with too many people, especially if they ain't rapping like how I think you supposed to rap or on my level of rapping. So when I heard K-Dog, I was like, man, this little nigga got something. So we just been locked in ever since then.
That's dope. That's dope.
Y'all make a lot of songs together, but even with that, like, what's up with you and OTB?
Oh, that's my boy, man. This in Afghanistan. We started a coalition on the North for all the hot rappers that's got a buzz and got a following together called the OSC, One Solid Empire, with Fast Lane, Stead, Blaze, Keezy, T-Boy, a lot of upstanding niggas on the North. When we put all our brands together to make One Solid Empire, and we all just put songs together, like feeling like if we put everybody fan base behind each other, that it could help us pop. Like,
I mean, y'all do stay together and link up because y'all put out consistent videos together, which is one thing. Even just speaking about that video right there, whenever y'all do videos, they're shot amazingly, and y'all look like y'all having genuine fun. Like you have so much more energy. I mean, when you're on stage or when you're in a video, it's just like you always just on it.
Right. I feel like, I mean, like I'm always chill, but when it's time to perform, that's what I feel like you doing is performing. It's like this a business. So people want to see you perform that shit. They don't want to see you just up there rapping because I say they see that it's a million people that rap. They want to see some shit, man.
Absolutely. Now, you talked about a lot of the rappers that are currently that you deal with, like on the Northside. These are people that you respect. Who are some of the people that you came up listening to in Houston and outside of Houston? Who are just the rappers that you're like, these are the people that I just really admire, or I like the way they spit? The people that you consider your influences.
Oh man, out of Houston, man, I came up off Camille, Zero, and J Dog. Man, I think J Dog might be my favorite rapper in the world. Like,
really? Okay.
Man, J Dog be preaching. Like he just give you that type feel, like that gritty feel, like just some other shit. Like I definitely came up off Zero a lot too, though. I fuck with Zero, especially all his older shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I Found Me. That's like,
all that shit, right?
Take a look
Look
at my
what you
life.
did to me.
Look what you did to me.
Yeah,
Dope.
all that shit, man.
Yeah.
I came up off all that.
Zero versus the World, one of the greatest albums I've heard.
Now, did you listen to anything like outside of Houston, or was it just like mainly Houston?
Yeah, I did because my old man DJ. So I mean, I listen to all type of music. Like,
So wait, you say your father's a DJ?
Yeah, he DJ back in like record days. Like, when he had records and shit.
Yeah.
What
But,
people
like,
at records? Okay.
Yeah, I definitely though listen to a lot of shit, man. Like Biggie and a lot of shit, bro. Like a lot of Ice Cube, all type of shit, bro. Like,
Now, coming up with your father as a DJ, how much of that influenced you musically? Like, what is he doing that's affecting your musical taste?
I just felt like it just kept me with all the new music. Like anything that dropped, I was hearing that shit. Like any new music that just kept me always music on my mind. I guess that might have influenced me.
Dope.
Given that like you always had music on your mind, was there a certain like rapper when you were younger that you like just hearing the ability to rhyme that you were going, yo, I kind of like this, and it influenced you later on to freestyle? Like,
No, I don't really think I understood like music back then. I heard it and knew what was going on, but I didn't. I don't think I like really understood like the cadence or like. I just knew it was the new shit that was out. Like I don't think I was like, this is my favorite rapper. Nah, I listened to that shit. It took me to get older to go back to listen to this shit. Like
yeah.
and now I understand what these niggas was really talking about. I was listening back then to just listen, but now I hear this shit.
Now, was your dad into you getting into the music? When he found out, it's like, hey.
Now my dad, yeah, he fuck with it. He definitely fuck with it. I don't never tell nobody I rap because people, I feel like I said, everybody raps. So I feel like when it's my time that people gonna understand, oh yeah, you rap. So like the first time he heard me rap, I had showed him like I think the article when Complex Magazine had wrote about me. I was like, look, they writing about me in Complex Magazine. He like, well, you rapping? I'm like, yeah, I've been rapping and shit.
How long had you been rapping before Complex did the article on you?
Man, I don't know, maybe a year or two. Probably about 2 years.
Okay, and you definitely released the tape by that time,
Yeah,
right?
I had just
And you hadn't told them anything about rapping or nothing. You just
because I was in the streets, like I wasn't staying with them. So
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
In and out. You know, I wasn't even worried about no rap because it wasn't making no money. You feel me?
You about your money.
Feel me? Rap was just. It
When did
wasn't making no money, so it really wasn't that much.
So at what point did you decide, all right, I think I can make money at rap, and I'm going to treat this as an actual, I mean, we kind of talked about it earlier, but yeah, before you're making money other ways, and now you're like, all right, let me switch. What switch is that?
Before the streaming shit, I feel like I was just seeing people go in the streets like with their shit and sell them. Like people were begging me for tapes, so I knew I could easily just sell my tapes easily and make money. And then I know I could make money off merch and just build my fan base. So I was just thinking as long as I could expand my brand, as my speaker get bigger, then I'm gonna get more fans, and that's gonna make me be able to get money forever. So that's when I was like, when people kept begging for it, I was like, man, maybe I can make a living off this shit forever.
Okay. That's good. I mean, for business periods, you created your own demand, and now you're selling what you put out. You made your own marketplace right there. That's pretty ingenious.
Now you said before streaming, how much is streaming affected? Like, I guess your business outlook.
I mean, streaming, like, man, you can get paid off of streaming and nobody know your name. Like, you can live off this shit.
That's true.
Niggas might not know, but no, you rap. If you get your song placed in the right stream and right rotation somewhere, even overseas type shit, that can bring you in thousands of dollars each month, and people will never even know you rap.
It's interesting. So that's how, because I mean, we get different opinions on streaming. Some people are like, nah, I hate it. And then we'll get another artist that's like, nah, I love it.
Don't like streaming because they don't know what to do.
Ah, okay.
It's like, if people teach you the game, then you gonna know what to do.
Now, how'd you figure it out?
I learned it from people
So
that done it.
what's the plan? Like for a young up and coming rapper, like what is the plan when it comes to streaming? You know what to do. Like what is the plan?
You got to get your song in the right playlist from the DJ that people listen to. Like, say if you get your song overseas into the right DJ playlist, he gonna stream your song and put it in rotation, and that song gonna pick up to a whole different country,
That's good.
and you'll make royalties for that forever.
But then how do I do that?
You got to find the plug. It's just
Okay.
it's like dope in the streets. Like,
Okay, so you just gotta ask around.
Right,
know
it's
who
like
knows.
you don't know who the plug is until you find it.
That's true.
It's
Okay.
just like dope.
That makes perfect sense though. So given that you've gotten on like the key playlist, how did you do that?
From knowing somebody who know the plug.
Yeah. That's the best way.
Right.
As long as
that's
you
the
got-
only way
yeah.
it ever travels. I mean, people don't. Then you got to pay for the game too. It's like,
Yeah.
Have you ever
gonna-
paid for the
gonna
game?
you got to,
Yeah.
because you're gonna make money off. I mean, some people will give you stuff for free, but most of the time, if you're gonna make thousands of dollars off of something, somebody gonna want something off top.
That's true.
You
That's true.
making
You
money,
can't
why
knock
not?
it.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you're just investing in yourself.
Right.
And that's a key piece of the music
People pay
game.
for bullshit investments all the time. So
Exactly.
something you know that's gonna get you some money, for sure, it's a good investment.
Now we're gonna play a little bit of let's do the freestyle. Let's show a little bit of that, just to show some of the freestyle work that you do.
Yeah, for real. And tell us about where this was, what you're doing over here.
Oh, that's a Houston rap battle, man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and cut that off. So
Bumby in the front row for all the
Bumby in the
people
front
that
row,
was
smiling
watching,
in the front row,
cheesing, Kool-Aid
videotaping
smile.
you in the front row. So let's go. Let's talk about
That's
that.
what's up, man. You get so much love in the streets, but you like I'm just trying to get a conversation because you so cool and you cool as hell.
First
but
of
I'm
all, I'm watching his demeanor as he's watching that because I want to know, because I feel like you feel that moment.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you're up there in the moment? Because it's like a build up. Like you
Oof.
start off, and then it's like you kind of get into it, and then the next thing you know. So what does it
Bars.
feel like?
Just
man,
dropping
the crowd,
bars.
Like the crowd just get when I feel like that's why niggas be when you have a freestyle session and your partners be like, huh, it make you go harder. That's why I feel like this shit just make you go harder. So when you hear the crowd reacting to shit, I feel like it just make me go harder, and it's just gonna make my shit crescendo, like go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. So I guess it's the people. The people fuel you,
Right.
from what I see. Like the love in the streets gets you to to go to the next level and further on.
For sure.
One thing about you is you are in the right place at the right time for like a lot of your music career.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah, absolutely.
That's an amazing thing.
In terms of like lyricism, in terms of the song structure, all that stuff.
The people
It's a
you're
good place.
around,
Yeah.
how you get to where you get to, it's like it's not by no it's not saying it's effortless. Like you have the talent to be there, because some people can be right next to a DJ and not be talented, but you have like all the talent to get near everybody. Even still, I asked you about like earlier, like what's up with you and OTB? How did you even meet OTB?
Like I said, through the Afghanistan shit. Like he went to Ike too.
Okay.
He a couple years younger than me, but we all really locked in in the land, what we call the land out for veterans. We had a studio over there, One Solid Empire Studio, and we all locked in making songs every night, every day, just trying to pump out a song, pump out something that.
What made y'all decide to get together as a collective like that?
Because Houston always say we don't support each other, like, and we all got separate entities that's all making noise. Well, why would we not put it together? We all say we fuck with each other. Why would we not do songs together that can bring all our fan bases to one, just to grow, to make the situation the best it could be?
And I mean, in all honesty, this is a question we ask sometimes. I mean, do you really even feel like Houston doesn't support each other?
No, I don't feel like that, but
Okay.
that's just what the label is.
I mean,
guess.
I feel like that's like the moniker. That's like the tag we get. But
Yeah,
it's
right.
funny. We started this.
Yeah.
Man, everybody we talk to is like, nah, go talk to him. Go talk to him. You need to talk to him. You need to holler at him. They'd be open.
Auburn connections.
I think Houston is very supportive of they rap scene, they artist scene. I mean, I don't think there's too many cities you can literally walk. Like I said, I saw you at the freestyle battle. I walked up to you. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Da da da. He was like, "Yeah, cool. Give me the number." You don't walk up in so many cities and just get the artist number and then be like, "Yo, let me know what you need. I got you," and then they'll let you know. Same thing with like K Dog. Like K Dog told us about you. He's like, "Yo, I if y'all need the connection, I got you."
Yeah, that's because niggas K-Dog, that's my brother, and that's people. It should be funny because people used to be scared to even talk to me. They always ask K-Dog, even for a verse or a show.
Wow.
They always ask K-Dog, like, "Hey, can Cab do this? Can Cab do this?" He used to get tired of that shit. Like, "I'm tired of you." Niggas always asking me, ask him. Type shit. Yeah, that's my brother though, man.
Well, I mean, you got the aggressive freestyles.
Right,
You
right.
go, you're a bully gang, like you know what I'm saying.
right.
So you can see where it comes from. But yeah, it's a very wide open city in terms of support, and I see a lot of artists that like to support each other. So that's applaud y'all for what y'all do for the North Afghanistan and all that other kind of stuff. So what are y'all's plans for the future, just with that collective alone?
Man, to tell the truth, we really are bullshitting because we got so much music, unreleased music, even videos that we haven't released. And
Really?
Fast Lane doing this thing. It's a lot of people that's really just moving and stuff. So the situation ain't like how it was where we was all just together like this every day. But still, we been bullshitting and we plan on dropping a lot more shit. We got a lot of shit in the vault. We ain't done for sure.
I mean, you're saying you just, to get to this interview, you came from the studio.
All right.
Can you tell us about what you're recording?
Man, I actually just was in there getting 3 songs mixed. I just did a song with a young fella on the south side named Isolated. He got a cult following. He went viral and everything on Instagram. We got a nice song we just did because he was in there mixing 3 songs. I got a song with him.
Still work with Big Cuz?
Yeah, man, because my nigga, man, he that guy, man. He produced Vocab 1 and 2.
Sure did.
And,
nice.
He do most of my mixing, man. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm locked in with Cuz, man, for life.
So you told us about one song with Isolate. What was the other one?
Another song called Speaking Span that I did with this dude on the south side as well. His name is Salvo.
Mm-hmm.
He got like a song that's going crazy too on the streets. His name Eat Greedy Salvo on Instagram. I did a song with him that he mixed down, and then I did a new freestyle to that Drake and Trey song, Chris Brown, that one that they playing on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Doing the dancing thing.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And
No guidance.
yeah, there's no guidance. I did a freestyle to that one. I'm shooting a video to that tomorrow. So,
Oh, okay.
Stay working.
I got to, man.
You're working with
y'all-
a lot of Southside artists, I see.
Man, trying to expand the brand, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
trying to expand the brand. Everybody, especially with people who want to work, so that's doing something. Because like I said, everybody rap, but ain't too many people that's really just making noise or having people check for them.
So with everybody rapping, what makes you so different? Why should one listen to you?
That's why I don't tell people I rap. If I rap, if you listen to me, that's because you found me and you want to listen to me. Like, ain't too much. I'm not forcing my music on nobody. Like, if you found me and you listen to me, that's because you wanted to fuck with me.
I mean, that's good because your music is like you got a nice product. You just gonna let it speak for itself.
Right. That's
Yeah.
good. And I think I learned that from I really bun like before I even like really just was taking music serious. Was backstage with Bun. I think before I dropped the first project, I was backstage on like somewhere with Bun, and I was listening to this nigga talk to people, and people was like introducing themselves, and then after they was done, they left, and it was like, see, if you got to introduce, you shouldn't have to introduce yourself to somebody that as you a rapper or something. Like if you good enough, they gonna find out that you a rapper. Or that your music gonna speak for itself eventually. Type shit. So I just that always was in my head. Like I ain't really. There's probably 1,000 people say, "Hey, I rap, man. Listen to this, I rap." But I'm gonna be places. You gonna see me rap. You gonna see it. You gonna have your decision to make if you fuck with this or not.
So you was backstage, or you was somewhere at an event with Bun B.
Yeah,
He heard of your rapping.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Is that how you got
It's through
backstage?
It was through SF2 because SF2 was big in the hip hop community, which I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
But they had Bun B, they had Mr. Rogers, they had people fucking with real hip hop people in the city that came to check in and see what they was doing. And then with me and whoever else when Doe came, then the shit just kept on building and building. So all the people in the city, Killers started coming out. Everybody had to come see what was going on.
Yeah. Speaking of Killer, have you done a song with him yet?
Killer is probably like one of the only people in the eights that I ain't done a song with.
Y'all good though.
Yeah,
that's what trips me out.
Right,
y'all
we
good.
definitely set up a lot of
Killer
studio sessions that he
Killer
has
Callion
missed.
for the listeners, but he's missed. That's him.
Right. Definitely not because of Cab ain't want to do a song.
Yeah. That's No, not even a knock. Like that's how he gets down.
Like I said, Tom.
I'd love to see both of y'all.
I want to see it too.
Yeah,
both of y'all get.
It'll happen.
I want to see that. You hear that, Killer? Let's compare notes, man. Let's compare notes.
No, it'll definitely come together. Now, you talked about everything that's happening with Afghanistan and all this work and things like that y'all got to get out. Specifically for you as a solo artist, what is it that you have that you're preparing to release? What is the kind of stuff you're putting out? And what kind of artists are you trying to get out, the perception of the artist that you're trying to be out here?
Oh, man. I just want to be an artist that makes good music no matter what I touch, really. Like, I'm dropped these new things that I'm pushing. I'm going to put some money behind. But I just feel like whatever, I don't want to be no bullshit, known for no bullshit music. Like, I just want to put out good music. Every time you hear it's going to have some type of content in it where you like, hey, this nigga can really rap no matter what it is. So I'm really gearing up for this Sway on September 13th. Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Like, how could you post it on your Instagram about Sway sent out an email? So, I mean, basically, what happened? Tell us about the whole thing.
I had freestyle on Sway in the morning for South by Southwest.
Okay.
And when I got off stage, when I was finna leave, the nigga stopped me. It was like, man, I was listening to what you say, bro. You go hard. It was like we had wait like 3 hours in the morning, like from 6 to 9, and it was cold as hell in Austin. For some reason, man, it was cold. So the nigga was tired, and I didn't even get Sway information or nothing. My people was with there, like, take a picture. I took a picture with him, and I didn't get his information or nothing. And I was leaving like, man, this nigga Sway just stopped me. Like, out of everybody, like, going out, like, man, you go hard. I was really listening. I'm like, man, I was tripping. I ain't get this nigga no music. I ain't tell him my Instagram or nothing. So I had looked on this page, on this gram. They say he was hosting a mixtape release for somebody later on that day.
Okay.
I'm like, man, I'm going to pull up. So I pulled up to the mixtape release. And as soon as I get in there, somebody asked me to take a picture with him. So I'm taking a picture with him, and Sway come hop in the picture like, man, you that nigga, bro, you that nigga. And he like, where your phone? Take my number, whatever you need, bro, I got you. He gave me his number, and I gave him a CD. And shit, I've been keeping in contact with him ever since March.
Oh, wow. Okay. So hopefully we're going to be hearing you on Sway in the morning.
Right, yeah, on September 13th.
So it's definitely September 13th.
Sure.
September 13th.
Wow.
For sure.
That's a big date. On September 13th, that's the day
Friday
Tupac.
the 13th.
Yeah,
Friday.
and it's wow.
Friday the 13th.
That's
September
man.
13th.
That's the day
Big Bad
Tupac
Kab.
passed.
Right,
Yeah,
that's the day I
it's
dropped
crazy.
Bullet on the Beat 1.
Wow.
So what's the plan? I mean, we talking about we releasing a song, we doing a freestyle. What will we plan on doing on Sway?
Oh, I'm freestyling. He interviewed me and I'm freestyling.
Okay.
So you get the interview and the freestyle.
Yeah.
That's what's up. How you feel about that so far?
It's big, man. I feel like it's gonna be on. I'm gonna be on the biggest platform of my life. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Nice.
about that time. I've been grinding a long time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, do you get excited? I mean, look.
I'm excited. I'm
No,
excited.
I'm saying we showed the, like you said, you cool because it's like we showed the freestyle. Bun B is sitting in the front row while you freestyling with his phone up, smiling. Like, what does that feel like when you look down and you see Bun B?
Not even just that. Like Bun B, you got DJ Mr. Rogers. You got like Killer Callion. You got love for your effortless gift.
Yeah, and you kind of go into it like. I mean, I can rap. Well, everybody rap. I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about my raps, But you go and then it's like Mr. Rogers, like, hey, let me do your first
Yeah,
take.
that's not
Bun
the
B
first
is
time
out here
somebody
giving you advice.
right.
Sway
And then
in the morning
Sway
is
is
like, hey man, you the man.
Right.
a person who hears rap all the time.
That's crazy.
And
for generations. Now, that's crazy.
And
That's
a person
crazy.
that came down here and got inundated with rappers.
Yeah, man.
I know people rap his Sway every 38 seconds.
But
he looked at you and was like,
Right.
that's the dude.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't even on, and we hear a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's retarded.
Yeah,
man. That's
people
why
be
I was
in my
like,
DMs.
Yeah, this nigga stopped me. I had to go see what was the shit crazy. I couldn't believe it.
No, that's crazy. That's
Your
crazy.
nonchalant attitude is amazing because it's like
it's a blessing,
it
man.
is a blessing. Like
Yeah.
I'm not knocking. It's like the effortless approach is showing. Like when you take something way too seriously, you could fail. Some people are like that. Like I know if I take something way too serious, it's not for me. But then like you right now, you're excelling and you're like, and
It's
I'm
coming.
like that's
coming.
Yeah, because I feel like it's just so much work to do. Even with all this, it's still so much work to do. I feel like I'm still like in college trying to make it to the pros. You feel me? Like I'm still working. Like it's definitely a lot of the stuff I've done that people haven't done. It's definitely a far road that I got to go. So I'm just taking it all as it come. I feel like I can rap is nothing. That's the easy part. Like branding and what's the name? That's the other shit. Like real business. That's the shit nigga got to worry about because music to me is nothing to do. We can make music forever.
Okay.
Same shit.
all right.
Let's hear some more music then. Let's play Big Old Facts. Let's hear a little bit of that.
Because, man.
If there was some real trapping going on, but nigga, ain't no trapping going on. Ain't anything trapping.
True that, man. I feel it. What about that nigga Kab, man? Fuck with that.
That really ain't a good idea, fool. Yeah. That's big old facts. Big old facts, nigga. You can ask me cut? Yeah. That's big old facts. We got this, we got that. Try to shop, bring your cash. Try to rob, that's your ass. Big old facts, nigga. Out the way, try to stack. These hoes on my track, but they can't figure where I'm at. That's big old facts. That's big old facts. That's big old facts. That's big old facts. We got this, we got that. Try to rob, that's your ass. That's big old facts. Yeah, we get those stacks. This shit I blew, this shit ain't new, we been on that. Bitch, we ain't cool, I break your boo, I been hoes back. No, you are not, I'm still on tax. Try to run in the spot, got big old straps, it's big old facts. I told you get bread, you still on flat. Got on her head and still gon' crack. Put a price on that bitch, got a deal on that. It's big old facts. Been going dumb and we still on that. We shoot for fun. If you check my rap sheet, got shit you can't conceal on that. It's big old facts. You get tired out if you ask ever try my side. Bullets fly by. You play with the money, we doing walk ups and do a drop by. Nigga, y'all die. You fuck with the bull, you gon' get the horse to get hog tied. Nigga, why lie? You come to the H, you gotta check in, we got my time. Big old facts. Wait. We got this, we got that. Try to shop, bring your cash. Try to rob, that's your ass. It's big old facts.
That's 100. All right. Where'd y'all film that one at?
Man, we filmed that in one of the traps, man. It's a little spot on Veterans called the Land. It's like a whole bunch of shit going on over there. We fuck around. Everybody be there.
That was that studio you talked about earlier, huh? Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch of shit that go on over there. You can have a whole bunch of scenes. Like we done shot 1,000 videos over there, but it's the same spot, but it look like
It just looked like a different spot every single time.
Sure.
Okay. Who's shooting all the videos? Because y'all have a lot
And
of
your
work
movies.
that comes out. I mean, like we said, we were impressed when we first met K-Dog, he came up to us with a movie.
Right.
And it's like, he's like, I got these videos and I also got this movie. And then you're all through the videos and the movies.
Right.
And so that's one of those things, like, who's shooting all this stuff for y'all?
Lil Justin shot K-Dog movie. Lil Justin's a great ass director, man. He done
That was a good movie, too.
He done a lot of dope easy shit, and he done a lot of work for a lot of people. And Rock shot that. He done shot a lot of my recent videos, so and he shot a lot of Afghanistan videos. But we've been locked in DJ Films too. DJ Films and shot a lot of Afghanistan videos too. But like I said, all of them, we trying to make movies, like put other shit in front of the videos and just to make the shit more, make something for niggas to watch, because a rap video is not too much you gonna see, but people, a lot of niggas, guns, rapping, around cars or bitches, all that. So, you know, he tried to integrate something else in there to catch
I
people
think
eye,
that's why we were so impressed with K-Dog's movie. Because, I mean, when he showed, I was like, oh, okay, you got a movie. All right, cool. And then we watched it probably right before we were about to record it. I was like,
Everybody watched it.
actually, yeah, one of the engineers here and the secretary here, she was like, that was a good movie. Like, we just sent them a link, like, just play some clips from it. They're like, well, we sat and watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. So I see y'all are trying to do something other than just, you're right, there's not a lot you can put in a rap video. A lot of times.
Right.
There.
Even if it is, you can't. You're gonna shoot a million videos, so you got to keep on putting other content out other than just rapping, man, and standing in front of cars and with your niggas.
Exactly.
That's so true. Yeah.
I was trying to think, because I was trying to think of there was another rapper that shouted you out on his last album. Was it Slim?
Oh yeah, I'm on Slim album.
That's what it was. Because he went through and individually was shouting out people, and we saw your name. How do you link up with him for that King of the North?
Oh man, me and Slim supposed to been done the song. Like we supposed to been got one in. We done just missed each other so many times. So when he put that challenge out, I had did it, which I do most nigga challenges because I feel like rapping ain't shit. So I do that challenge. I hope they put me on their platform just to expand the brand type shit. So I did the shit and sent it to him. He was like, yeah, man, you crashed that hoe. Send me your verse. And I sent it to him. He put it on the tape.
So did.
Right.
Yeah, the last song. That's what's up.
And that's another reason why I was saying, like you were saying earlier about that whole, I think it's just fake where they be like, Houston artists don't support. I'm like, man, Houston artists just be reaching back, being like, yo, you want to get on?
Right.
I mean, I didn't even know you were on his album, except he was individually Instagramming. I hadn't heard the album yet. And then it was just like, oh, okay, now I got to go hurry up and listen to it. Because he was Instagramming everybody from Houston that had a verse on the album.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I mean, that's support.
Yeah, he supports.
He definitely do shit he ain't got to do. For sure.
Absolutely.
Giving niggas chances.
That's another one. Just right there.
That's
another one.
I feel, yeah, man.
Like we just racking them up. Like golly, you're like Houston Beanie Siegel. Like I just happen to rap. Yeah, I got these huge rappers that back me.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Because a lot of rappers say they like you. That's the other thing, too, where they're like,
you
no,
the spitter in the city, man.
Yeah.
I definitely, I run with that, man. I take pride on my lyrical ability for sure.
Okay. Okay.
I have to admit too, I always point this out for the listeners. The wave check's on point.
Oh yeah, man.
You had to stay brushed with the do rag. You got it, yeah.
Man, I don't use no brush or do rag, man.
What?
That's funny because we be in the studio laughing about that shit, man. I ain't used a brush or nothing in my head in about 20 years.
My
man.
goodness, man.
Lord knew I was lazy. I just put water on my head and go and start the day, man.
You the
Oh well, man, we alike then. I do the same thing.
Right.
Man. I don't
this
get
nigga.
I don't
bro.
get the same results,
Yeah.
but I do the same thing, man. Nothing.
You the hardest working lazy person I done met, man. You the hardest.
He just make it happen.
But I mean, you've been on this thing, so like before you even get out of here, you've said this like 3 times. Expand the brand. Expand the brand. Expand the brand. So how are we expanding the brand this year?
This sway supposed to put me on a whole nother platform. I go in there and do what I'm supposed to do. I feel like it's gonna be the time where it's a time for the world to hear. I get to see what I can do.
How do you prepare for something like that? Do you prepare for something like that?
I think I've been preparing for this this whole time. Like this is what I've been rapping for type shit. Like before I went on there the first time, it wasn't just, I knew it was going to be 1,000 rappers, but this is what I've been preparing for. Like, this is what I do.
That's the other thing, too. That first time, like, y'all waited 3 hours. Like, did everybody get a chance to go up?
No, everybody did get a chance,
Okay.
but they didn't. It wasn't like we picking you and you. Like they gave lists of people who had been there for the whole time. But when people got in there, they just ran to the side. So whoever they got to go to the front. So I didn't run, but I heard when we got to the front, even when people were standing in line, because I've been waiting in line. It was a long line, but shit, I waited outside. I was in front of the line outside, so I just went to the front and they gave me a little card and I went up there and rapped.
Okay. So now we talking about expanding. So this year, you got the Sway. That's coming up September
13th.
Friday the
September
13th.
13th. Friday the 13th. What albums we got coming out soon?
Man, I keep on hollering about this Bully on the Beat 3. I got so much shit that's recorded and lined up. But I just feel like, man, I gotta get some, put money and put my time behind one song before I drop another CD, because I feel like it's gonna go to waste again. Like,
Okay.
I feel like I just need to get one song or keep on picking songs from the CD to put out until the people begging for the CD, and I put that out, which I have, hopefully this way will put me on the next level. If not, then we'll just do it that way, but I keep on recording with all these other artists and keep on expanding the brand from that way, freestyles and videos and all the other shit.
Well, why are you talking about expanding the brand too? I mean, who are some artists that you really like to work with? If you just shout them out now, if there's somebody out there, I don't care who it is.
I mean, I've been worked with everybody. Like shit, I fuck with Ski Taste, maybe Ski Taste. Like that's only one niggas that I didn't.
And it don't even have to be.
I haven't really came in contact with, but damn near every rapper in the city I done came in contact with, and I can do music with them, or I can.
What about outside the city? Anybody outside where you're like, yo, I really would like to,
Man. Nah, not really. That's not because I don't want to. It's just because I'm not focused on tapped into they movements.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm so focused on my shit. Like I'm definitely down with work with anybody that's working and moving, and it all makes sense for sure. But it's not nobody that I'm just got my eyes on that's outside the city, because my eyes ain't that far. I ain't looking like that. I'm trying to focus on my circle. I'm trying to make that
Focus
shit.
on your circle. That's good. So like, who do you listen to right now then?
Man, people say I'm crazy, bro. I really ride in silence, bro. That's like the shit crazy. Like,
Really?
That's not crazy.
Music, dog. I don't really. I listen to so much music, and I got so much of my songs in my head. In the past, I rarely listen to music. Dog. I really just ride in silence. Like if I ain't trying to check on the mix of my songs, or if I don't even jam myself like that, I might check on the mix of the songs or how they sound in the car when they send it to me. Or if I first record something, I might listen to it a couple times back to back. But other than that, I'm riding in silence, either thinking about some shit or what's the next move or what the fuck what's going on, man. That's what my life is, music. So I don't jam it in the car. Just listen to it, really.
Always think about get money moves, man.
Hey man, it's not really just money. Is really it's a large part of it, but it ain't everything. You definitely got to have it to survive. So
That's true.
Absolutely.
It's necessary.
mm-hmm.
I mean, thank you for showing up, man. Thank you for coming in,
No problem. Appreciate
doing
y'all
this.
having
Like
me,
we're
for
real big fans. We're just trying to document everybody in the city, see what's going on, man. That's good.
I appreciate y'all having me, for real.
We appreciate you coming out, man.
For real. I mean, we're
55 minutes away, man. Lord.
55 minutes away because you on the north side. Ain't nothing on the
from
north side.
1960 to
People-
Ain't
45.
nothing on the north
And
side.
for people that don't know, Houston is big.
Yeah.
Like people really don't grasp that when they not here. But
It's
I'm
huge.
like, it's
Yeah.
huge. So I'm like, in
Yeah.
your city, you can drive 15 minutes and make it from one side of your city to the other side.
Right.
You can drive for an hour, no traffic,
Yeah.
and still be in Houston.
Yeah, he's still in. Yeah,
Right.
he's
He
still got a
can't-
ways to go.
He came down here in rush hour traffic. So I'm like, during rush hour traffic, man, we spend a lot of time in our cars.
We do. Slab City.
And if Sylvester Turner could really work on these roads, like I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying
Man,
somebody.
fucking
Like, I don't know
610,
what's
fuck.
Ain't
happening.
nobody blaming them.
610
Yeah.
messed up,
Right.
288 messed
That's
up,
true.
Right.
59 messed up. Like help us,
Right.
because
What's
I'll
that
be, in
other
my,
one,
I'll be in my car for an hour and a
What's
half.
the one on the north side? 290. Bruh.
290.
Trash,
Yeah.
bruh.
290 trash.
Trash.
For real.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm like, why you gonna
290
get us all
trash.
down to
290
one,
is,
one lane,
yeah.
and you don't know when it's gonna happen.
You never
have
know.
no clue.
No.
It can be 2:00 in the morning
Yeah.
on a Friday,
And it's just one lane.
full traffic. It can be
Shit
1:00
don't
in
make
the
no sense
afternoon
at all.
No.
on 288 traffic.
Yeah.
So
you
you
never
don't-
know. 1
you
a.m. you
don't
coming
know what's
home.
gonna
You like,
happen.
oh, well, they just shut down 610 to 29. Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
That's what we doing now.
Right.
No warning. All right, one exit warning. That's it. Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
gonna have to get off right here. But even speaking of getting off right here, that's where we end this. In My Humble Opinion podcast, where the opinions are humbled and the thoughts aren't mumbled. Once again, I'm your host, Carlton with a K, Carlton BA and Triple X is somewhere over here. I don't know. I suck at this. I'm not even looking at myself. But, you know, back in with co-host Devon.
Just
Devon. I'm sorry.
Just
I forget.
Devon,
It's just Devon.
Just Devon. It doesn't matter.
Like
But
Just
yeah.
Brittany.
Oh wow.
I did. I did it.
That's a fan.
I felt
you know,
good
I'm a
about
fan.
it.
I'm a fan.
I'm a
You know,
fan of
a
Just Brittany,
I
too.
like everybody Houston.
I like everybody Houston too. And speaking of Houston, we have the spitter in Houston. Big Bad Kab just showed us what was going on. And remember to check it out September 13th
Yes,
on
sir.
Sway. And it's Sway in the morning?
Sway in the morning, man.
Wow.
Sway's universe, man.
All right. There we go. And then after you listen to it, come back and listen to this podcast.
Is that where you
'Cause
get know what it was about?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Everything will be revealed. It's like when you watch a movie twice, you'd be like, man, I did watch Batman when I was 6. But now, like, I'm up as years old. And, you know, I got to watch it again.
Batman. Which Batman?
It was Michael Keaton's Batman. I'm years old.
Michael Keaton's Batman.
Anyway, that's it. We're going
Make
out.
America rap again.
Make America rap again, Mara.
America rap again.
That's the
I
shirt.
like that.
That's
I like
what's up.
that.